episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher. What the hell was that? Trying to reach for those right words.
More or less. So, hello everyone, welcome on today's episode. We're gonna it's not necessarily SRB reacts to, it's more like SRB discusses. Because we've already...
/ also reacts on our own. Yeah, you know.
I don't know what sound... I think discusses sounds better than reacts, because it sounds like we're a motor trying to start like... Anyways, we're taking a relook, however you want to say it, at the...
That sounds better, relook.
At the camera test, is what's actually more or less officially called.
What they're calling it, the camera test of, damn it. I forgot his name. Oh yeah, Robert Pattinson in the actual bat suit.
For The Batman, which
yes.
comes out next year. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we will check it out first. Again, we'll check it out first. Because I think one of the notable things we missed is that you can actually hear a bit of the composer's score.
What the tone is going to be, or the score of the film is going to be.
Apparently, that's the only part I missed. Because when I saw this at work, my computer sucks, so I didn't get to hear the actual audio proper.
Yeah. And
it wasn't until later I found out. So we're gonna watch it again, and afterwards go into like a full discussion.
Full discussion
and
stuff like that. And we'll, just everything. So let's dive right into this again for this pretty much the camera. Was it Robert Pattinson camera test for Batman? That's I don't know. That's what I'm calling it. So here we go.
Yeah, for a second at this part, I was like,
are they showing it? Is my screen working?
Somebody already did this, but all gray, and it works out so much better. Also, people crack this Daredevil teaser.
I know, it's because even
God damn! How did I miss that? Okay, like score wise, it's like the best way to describe it for me is the funeral music, that music. It sounds like him. It sounds like Batman is deaf and death is coming, and then it builds up at the end and reminds you this is still a comic book movie.
Yeah, it's like it still lets you know that it's still a comic book movie. And
God damn, that's only a taste. According to Matt Reeves, that's only a taste of the full score for this. Okay, so
one big notable thing.
Okay, right off the bat, the first thing I noticed when I originally saw this, honestly, wasn't the symbol, which I didn't realize until after I started reading off of Twitter. It's the suit.
Yeah.
It's vaguely reminding
I told you too. It vaguely reminds me of the Arkham games.
Yeah.
The way it moves with him. Yeah. That's what it reminds me of. And another thing I noticed, which I don't know why, but I just love it, is his cape. Look at that. It's got like a little pop-up right there. Yeah. It's just that little pop-up thing. So, he's got that little, because you never get that. It's just more like just a cape, and that's it. No, it's just a pop-up.
Yeah. The mask itself, I know a lot of people are like still split on it. Yeah, while some people appreciate how like homemade it looks, other people don't like for a fact it looks so homemade.
Well, the thing is, like I just was reading, Matt Reeves did confirm that this is kind of like year 2 of him as Batman.
That's why I figured.
He's still technically a vigilante. So it's like you got to understand that I think that's why they're trying to make the suit look a little bit more mechanical in a way where it's it's work, because he's still trying to probably get used to it. He's trying to get used to moving around with it.
So the mask itself I found fine. Like as soon as I saw the outfit, I'm like, okay, this is obviously like year 1, year 2 Batman. Yeah. This is obviously somebody who hasn't really crafted the art of making a proper
because even Matt Reeves has stated this is going to be more of a noir story, pretty much, like an actual detective story.
I know that much. I do know that much.
They said it's going to be more like a detective story because he wanted that. Because that's what like a lot of fans loved about Batman. Is that he's like his detective side.
Yeah, because honestly, it does. While it does strike similarities to the Batman Arkham game outfits, it does look homemade. It looks like he slapped together some hockey pads and put it looks really homemade.
And a huge notable thing a lot of people brought up that everyone's been
is
bringing
the bat
up
symbol.
Is the bat symbol.
Which I didn't find out till after I got home and started reading Twitter. It's actually based off of something Batman does in the comics where...
Well, it actually was just done in the comics for Batman 1000.
Which
for a short
is,
story.
Which is the under the emblem, his bat emblem, there's armor plating, but the armor plating is made up of Joe Chill's gun. The gun that... Because his philosophy is that something that was used to kill... is now going to be used to protect.
It's going to use to protect, protect me overall.
Well, I think he used more as a metaphorical protect.
Yeah, protect overall. Yeah. But even then, I'm sitting there, after hearing about that, I take a closer look at it, and you're like, holy shit! You see, he took apart the way he took apart the gun.
Yeah, it's not like I know a couple people are assuming it's a gun he takes out. No, it's just. He turns it into a different kind of symbol. Instead of a symbol of violence, he turns into a symbol of justice.
Justice, in a way, of justice. That's what he's turning it into. Now I know you kept asking me, going, is this a prequel or this?
If you're saying year 2, then
you're saying this is year 2, and he did confirm this will be in the DCEU. But it's not going to be stuff where it's like they're going to throw so much stuff from the DCEU already. There's going to be, he's like, there's going to be hints of it, but not too much to where it's like, it's screaming in your face, this isn't the DCEU, it's like confirming it.
Oh yeah, it's going to be its own thing. Because like, that's one thing I hate about people bitching and moaning when it came to like Thor Dark World.
Yeah.
It's like, where's Iron Man? I'm like, this is in the MCU, yes, but it doesn't have to involve everybody else from the Avengers.
Exactly.
Anybody who's ever read a comic knows not everybody and their mother shows up in everybody else's standalone comics, And that's why I feel like here, and that's why like when Mary said that, I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, You're not going to have like Superman show. Oh, obviously you're not gonna have Superman show up. You're not gonna have Superman show up. You're not gonna have like hints of the Flash or Wonder Woman. You're not gonna have all these gigantic, obvious. This is in the DCU. You're gonna have hints of it, of course, but it's not gonna be.
And the big thing that a lot of people were still hesitant with were how many villains they've cast in this film.
So as of right now, villain-wise, they've cast the Riddler, the Penguin, and nowadays the in-betweener Catwoman.
Yeah. But there's a lot more than even to them. Right now, those are the ones. So far, everyone's trying to, see what's going on.
Yeah, there's some casting choices where people are wondering, hey, is that guy playing Two-Face? Is that guy playing Harvey? Just Harvey Dent who becomes Two-Face?
Yeah, a lot of people are questioning because there's a lot of rumors swirling around saying how they're kind of basing this story around The Long Halloween, which is an amazing story. If you haven't read it or go find it, read it, or even watch it on YouTube, I'm pretty sure somebody has it.
So obviously it's called The Long Halloween. So is Scarecrow involved? Because there is an actor they're currently casting that nobody knows who he's playing. Sorry, go on.
What the story revolves around is these mysterious murders that were happening. So in a way, of course, people were suspecting maybe certain villains or certain people. So that's why I'm sitting there going, okay, they're going to be suspects. I think they're more or less a cameo to where hopefully down the road they could replay this character.
Okay. Oh, also by the way, sorry to interrupt. I think one big thing, it sucks that we never get to talk about. That's why I still want to at least discuss this. Is that the cast is really good for this film. Let's be fucking honest. The cast is really good. You got Robert Pattinson. You got Jeffrey Wright playing Commissioner Gordon. You got Zoe Kravitz. You got Colin Farrell. You got Paul Dano is the one playing the Riddler. You got a really good cast. You got like amazing composers worked on big blockbuster films before.
And a director himself, Matt Reeves.
A director who, if you let him do his thing, he's going to give you some quality.
Oh yeah, you've seen some of his really good work. It stands out immensely. And like I said too, he's like, he even described, he's like, he wants to build this as, a detective noir story, but he really wants to add that Alfred Hitchcock type of style or just mystery to it. And that's the whole point of this story, they say. Why I like it is that, again, nobody really has ever seen Batman as a detective. The closest thing you ever got to that was either the comic books or the animated series.
Yeah, a lot. I think that's what I'm hoping for too. When I heard it was going to be more of a noir detective story, and so like every other Batman film, pretty much. here and there, except for the Nolan films here and there, but like, except for certain big superhero films. So I'm hoping they do go that route, where it's just, it is a detective story. Yes, it's Batman. Yes, there's probably going to be some fight scenes where he's going to kick some crime fighter's ass.
There's still going to be some fighting scenes, because I already read online, I already saw online where somebody posted up a video of Robert Pattinson's like stunt double doing some action.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the third act goes full, like, I wouldn't say Zack Snyder, but goes full comic book movie. Third act where, like, we find the big reveal, and then it gets really into it. Like, I'm not going to be surprised, because a lot of noir films have done that, to where, I mean, not at, like, the comic book movie epic, but, like, to where the third act is, like, a bit more action-packed, because we know all the players now. We know all the cards dealt. Yeah. Now we just need to finish this mystery. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm hoping for.
Same here. Well. That's what I'm really hoping for, and really trying to pray, for this film, because like I said, I mean, you had a lot of Batman films, and this is one that you really, if you're doing it right, you got to do it just the right moment, very much. Yeah. So I mean, everyone's saying it's just a prequel and stuff like that. I think it's a yes and a no, only because I think this is to them. They're testing out Robert Pattinson as Batman.
Oh, yeah, because we forgot to bring up. Yeah, the DCEU is like, it's been going through kind of a soft reboot phase right now.
Yeah, they are right now. Right now, which I like, is they're focusing on the characters themselves. Then this is okay. We're gonna add cameos here and there. No, they're focusing on the character first, building them. Mm-hmm. Just like Marvel does, and then hopefully down the road do that. Is that they eventually bring them all together? Yeah, I think they want to build them up, which is smart. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's Marvel's formula, but it works.
Yeah, and they've been slowly rebuilding everything since, for a while. I think a lot of people have figured that like it kind of started around like Shazam, and then from there it took off. Aquaman was good.
I think where they saw that there was some type of it works. Besides the third act, it was Wonder Woman the first time. When they saw the story, how it was developed and things like that, they're like, okay, let's build from that. Let's see what we can take from that and put that in each one of our films. Try to act, you still have that drama in there, but there's still humor here and there for certain characters. There's still a story to develop. And I think that's where they started going from there, especially why it worked with Aquaman and stuff like that, where it wasn't one of this like a series dark. No, it was bright, it was colorful. It's like they're starting to understand, okay, what the fans are wanting.
Okay, what color palette tone would you be fine with then? Because like you got Aquaman, like you said, has to be all bright and colorful because it's under the sea,
I think this one. I think that for this one, I think you have to. I think it's gonna have that dark tone. I think this one deserves, because again, he's diving into this mystery. He's trying to figure out what the hell's going on, what happened. They're going into this noir detective type of story. Like I said, I think that would work. The dark tone would work for him. It's because he's trying to investigate.
So I would say kind of like a couple shades darker than normal Nolan film kind of like color tone.
Yeah, maybe a little bit darker, or maybe just as what Nolan film was. Where it was just that set tone.
Because each Batman film has had its own like tone in a way. Yeah. Franchise in a way. Like the Nolan Batman films had its one unique tone because it's Christopher Nolan. All of his movies look the goddamn same. You have the Schumacher Batman films, which are all bright. See Aquaman, all bright and colorful, and this is supposed to be a Batman film.
They're trying to add that animated sense to it, since the animated series was doing so big at the time.
Mask of the Phantasm is one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. I don't need to talk about it. So, then you got the Tim Burton Batman films.
Best Batman film of all time.
And then you got the Tim Burton. Now I think about it, then you got the Tim Burton Batman films, and you gotta wonder what Matt Reeves' style is, because every series of Batman films have been what that director has wanted, or that producer in that case has wanted. Burton's are definitely like something you would see in Edward Scissorhands. Nolan's is definitely you see something from like Inception and stuff. You gotta wonder what his tone is,
But here's his films that he's done so far, that he's worked with.
Wow, he wrote Under Siege 2? Oh, I didn't know that.
You can see which ones he directed at least. Cloverfield, he directed the first one.
So what I'm getting based off this is it's pretty much kind of close to Nolan, but not exactly Nolan.
Yeah,
is what I'm getting.
That's what I'm saying. I think if he sets it with within that tone, I think it will be all right. I think what I'm really hoping for, because is like the way he's describing it to be like a noir. When I don't know why, it just comes to me. It's like when I think of noir and I think of the classic detective stories, I'm always thinking, as he's trying to investigate this, you hear him talking to himself in the back of his head, or you hear him trying to tell the story as Batman, or trying to figure out, okay, if I do this, or who do I trust? One of those narratives.
And now you have to be careful with something like that, because you'll get like the original Blade Runner theatrical cut where the studio wanted Harrison Ford's narration for some goddamn reason, you know?
Well, that's what I said.
It didn't help.
Well, and like I said, I'm not saying that's what I want, but like I said, if they can do it to where it works, then yeah. But if not, then fine. It's just like whenever I hear noir, something I think of, it's like that classic detective type of story where it's just like, I should have gone in there, or something went wrong, or something like that. Or like him maybe telling one of his early stories, one of his first major cases he had a handle or something, Maybe. But like I said, if only it works. If he can make it work somehow to where it fits it, then fine. But like I said, the way they're developing this film and stuff like that, I mean, I really like it, because it's like, nothing's really truly been revealed except for this little bit, which I like. It's like nothing's been kind of leaked out or anything like that. Got really knock on wood, yet. Yeah, we've been seeing some of the behind the scenes photos of like Colin Farrell, where he got the white hair, he's a little pudgy and stuff like that. He's getting put on a little bit of weight, but I'm like, that's not really revealing much.
Oh yeah, we still don't know what Riddler's gonna look like. We vaguely probably get what Penguin may look like, and we don't even know what Catwoman's outfit's gonna look like.
We don't know. It's like, and that too is like, for some of them, we don't know if they're gonna be in their classic outfits or their starting outfits. Or
I feel like Catwoman's gonna be a lot of leather.
yeah. I think with her, it's gonna be very interesting. Yeah. But like I said, I really can't wait. I'm super excited, not only because it's Batman, but it's the people working behind it on this. I think that's what has me more excited, because they're really trying to push. I think they're trying to give it that, like you said, that Nolan-esque type of feel to it, but still trying to keep it in the DCEU. They're trying to make it work. They're trying to like, okay, this is what worked with him, and things like that. And even I've read Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson's like, one of his all-time favorite characters of all, for even, was Batman, and his favorite films, for Batman was always the Tim Burton films. He loved the feel for it. He really loved how the style that Tim Burton went with Batman. So I'm really excited, and I really trust in, Robert Pattinson and even Matt Reeves and what they're trying to deliver for this Batman.
So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about the Batsuit, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about what he has on his shirt, let us know. Hit the subscribe button down below. Put down what you know of our action overall. Most important. Sorry, I did your thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon as well. Sorry. The one thing I want to add was, if you guys want to see more videos like this, where we're not necessarily reacting to stuff, more like discussing some news that dropped.
More of like discussions or discussion tables where we may want to talk about certain news or certain big things that are going around, maybe in Hollywood, maybe on a certain movie that you want us to hear us discuss.
That's exactly it. Just let us know in the comments below, like all that, and
let us know what you guys' thoughts are on. Like I said, just the Batman review overall, just the review of his outfit. Do you love it? Do you like it? Are you mixed with it? I mean, put down what you guys' thoughts are on it down below with, you guys' thoughts on the suit itself. I know this is only like the top part. We don't even have the rest of it, or even like the pointy ears. I've seen some people's interpretations going, this is him without the ears. Without the pointy ears, type of thing. Let's let us know your thoughts on that, and then even then, your overall thoughts on where they're going with the next Batman film. Are you excited? Are you kind of nervous, scared, or where they're going with it? Do you think they have too many villains? Or, just let us know what you guys' thoughts are on it down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction as well to not only our discussion, but also, what we've seen and what we've been hearing so far from Hollywood. But most importantly, we thank you also for watching.
So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very Rob Hat-filled episode of SRB.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
as well as our other shows,
click the playlist down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can check us out on Twitter,
as well as Stardust,
@SuperReactBros.